back to find love or die trying. That was a lot in the last couple episodes, huh? And yeah, yup. I'm still working on processing it, and I knew what was coming because I've played this game before. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. Like, okay, something about reading it out loud made the impact harder for me, which is why I don't know if it was audible in the way I was reading it, but there were times where I was definitely like, ow, even though I literally knew it was coming. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work making sure other parts of it went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them, and she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Tara and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Tara used Kat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Tara found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure they came with her to the party. That was when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission. And then when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission, Holly took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. So, persuasion and intimidation. That makes sense. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And, for once, it did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's here? You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed, too. Perfect. Everybody's eaten? As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as it can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Allie. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape, but there was nothing left to do except wait. It's gonna be a long night. I know what we've said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead, we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. That sounds lovely. Let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yup. Don't be like that, Tara. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise... Allie picked up Tara over her shoulder. And away we go. Come on, come on. Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. I thought that was going to be Yui who said it. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had, out of the nights I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now, we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. It's later than usual. You think they're onto us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're onto us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for more than an hour. Then another. Then another. We were losing hope. I guess we're... It's here. The cat pointed to the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must be massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we needed to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm, and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the lift and jumped onto the bed, pretending to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of someone opening the door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps, a door would open, more footsteps, a short pause, footsteps again, a door would close, repeat. Over and over, closer and closer, until it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I could tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in, they're walking closer. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering somewhere under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. It feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're onto me. I can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. Where is Tara? That wasn't so difficult. Was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we have just the thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlet and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Brains! Bananas! Brains and bananas! Brains. The counting should have... Hundreds of zombies littered the field. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make stuff, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we have just put a sleeping agent or something like that in? Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to get past them to get to the boat, right? Don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we got off the island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Let's not waste any time. We rushed onto the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically a guarantee that the engines are tampered with, and I'll need to fix it. If I know my father, I'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what? Artemis, come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. It was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not let the gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Cat got to work fixing the infant. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear, and this is going to take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now, why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us. Jeez. We can talk more later, if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the heck out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Cat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It is hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did it. Thanks, Cat. You really saved us. You did! We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize if I didn't do any of this sooner, right? The intercom rang out. No. Cat turned white as a sheet when we heard a voice that was all too familiar. No. Dang it! Damien. Ding, ding, ding! I guess you learned something in school, Cat. Not enough, clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud of the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Artemis and those others, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the heck you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on the boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean, all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher, till the only daylight we could see was from just a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him and what looked like a strange kind of statement. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'll be free to go. It'd be easy for you to just waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's handprints with producer-level clearance. Sure, you've got patents, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Though, don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We've got no choice but to go back. Hello? He's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even had a chance to grab him. We've got no choice, though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We've got a butt to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. The turning part or the butt kicking? I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Artemis and I will go to flip the switch. Besides, we're the only 2 people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien. I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Artemis, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way we're letting Artemis go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please. You know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this, Cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core. But Cat's right. Cat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before, countless times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm gonna make Damien pay for making him suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Cat's lead. It's earlier than I'd planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It would be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto this show, you were a producer just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though that was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it with. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we still needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We'd ship them away to safety, fake their deaths, everything. And we did just that for a time. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day, he got closer and closer to figuring out, until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. You mean, you betrayed me? I can't remember that much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out right when we were trying to escape? Why? It's like I said before, I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you would. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. A part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure, I'll keep an eye on her. When we got back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why this show is on this island. Kat took out her master key and slid it into a hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. Click. What if we end the episode here? Is that mean? I've had other mean endings. I don't care. Yep. Hopefully next episode will be the conclusion. It might be long. Bye-bye. Sorry. Also sorry, yeah.